When a Man Hurts a Good Woman. The unseen consequences. When a man hurts a good woman, truly good, loyal, emotionally invested, the consequences go far beyond temporary heartbreak. Jordan Peterson, along with modern Stoic thinkers, points to a harsh yet sobering truth. Women never forget the men who mistreated them, not because they can't move on, but because those moments shape how they love in the future. This article unpacks the core message behind the viral video, When a Man Hurts a Good Woman. Here's what follows from the Modern Stoic YouTube channel. We'll explore why hurting a good woman triggers long-lasting emotional ripples, and how Stoic masculinity both causes, and can prevent, this damage. The emotional scar of betrayal. When a man wounds a good woman, through lies, emotional manipulation, neglect, or simply by taking her for granted, what follows is not just sadness. It's transformation. She doesn't just cry, she recalibrates how she trusts. A good woman doesn't give her love freely. She chooses you, often after hesitation, vulnerability, and internal emotional tests. When that trust is broken, she doesn't become bitter immediately. Instead, she becomes cautious, self-protective, and, over time, unreachable to the next man who might actually deserve her. The man who wounds her loses more than her presence. He loses the warmth, faith, and loyalty she was ready to give. And what he often doesn't realize until it's too late is that no apology undoes emotional neglect. Women remember the men who made them harden. Women don't just remember pain. They remember the source of the pain. And if you were once her safe place and became her deepest trigger, you'll never be forgotten. But not in the way you hope. She might forgive you, but she'll never trust you the same way again. And that version of her, the soft, trusting version, you'll never see again. Modern Stoicism teaches men to be calm and composed. But if that stoicism becomes emotional detachment, used to avoid accountability, women internalize the hurt as a failure of their judgment. You didn't just hurt her, you made her question herself. The power shift. From chosen to forgotten. When a man hurts a good woman, he often assumes she'll wait. That she'll always be there, especially if she once loved deeply. This is a mistake. At first, she tries harder. She communicates. She adjusts. She forgives. But once she clicks out emotionally, there's no going back. This is the point where many men try to fix things, bringing gifts, sweet messages, grand apologies, but it's already too late. A woman doesn't leave when she's tired of you. She leaves when she's tired of fighting to be seen. And the truth is, the man who once had her soul now becomes a memory she no longer protects. The Stoic man's responsibility. Presence without possession. A Stoic man isn't emotionless, he's emotionally responsible. He's not reactive, he's aware. He leads with intention, not impulse. Hurting a good woman often stems not from cruelty, but from unconscious neglect. Ignoring her emotional needs. Treating her like she'll always be around. Failing to see her efforts as love in action. She will evolve without you. Once a good woman walks away, she does not sit in pain forever. She learns, she heals, she grows, and when she loves again, she chooses differently. And here's the brutal truth. The next man receives the version of her you taught her to become. If you taught her not to trust, he'll need to break down walls you built. If you taught her to feel unseen, she'll need reassurance you never gave. If you made her feel replaceable, she'll now act emotionally unavailable. Many men who hurt good women never recover, not because they can't move on, but because they can't unsee the damage they caused when they realize she has evolved into someone new. You become her lesson, not her love story. Her memory clings to meaning. She won't remember the text you sent late at night. She won't remember the promises you didn't keep. How she felt in your presence. She will remember how she felt in your presence. Was she safe or anxious? Seen or ignored? Loved or used? The story she tells herself. When a man hurts a good woman, he doesn't just lose her. He becomes the story she tells herself as to why she'll never love that way again. And the irony? When she finally becomes indifferent, you'll start feeling everything she used to beg you to understand. The Stoic redemption. Lead, don't chase. For men who've hurt a good woman and now realize it, The answer is not in chasing, pleading, or overcompensating. It's in evolving. Take accountability. Accept the consequence. Let your actions, not words, define your growth. The modern Stoic doesn't live in regret, he learns from it. He builds his mission, centers his life around self-respect and emotional integrity, and leads by example. If reconciliation ever happens, it happens on the foundation of rebirth, not desperation. Final thoughts. She'll never forget, but you can choose who you become. Jordan Peterson and modern Stoic thinkers agree. The greatest tragedy isn't just losing a good woman. It's not evolving after you do. If you hurt her, become the kind of man who would never hurt a woman again. Not for her, but for your own peace. Because the man who destroys something beautiful out of immaturity often spends years trying to recreate what he once had and didn't value. Women never forget the men who made them question their worth. But they also never forget the ones who made them feel safe. Choose which one you'll be remembered as. Key takeaways. Hurting a good woman changes how she loves forever. Stoic men must balance emotional control with emotional presence. Attention, trust, and effort must be earned, not assumed. Don't chase her. Evolve. Let your growth speak. Be the man she can remember with peace, not regret.